Okay, so this is my cheap sled that I got at Menards. I think I literally spent 11 bucks for it, maybe less than that. And I went ahead and I drilled a hole here. And on this sled, there were actually little dimples from the molding, from the mold that it was made. So I drilled a hole here and here, here and here, here, there, and on the back side. And those are going to be my connection points for my lashes when I actually have my gear in here and I want to latch you down. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this rope, and on the very first side, I'm going to take this length here, and I'm going to pass it under here. And you'll see why in just a moment. I'm going to pass it under here. Check this PVC, make sure there's no dirt in it, because the boys were using this to play around with because they're boys. I'm going to push it through and you'll see. I'm done here. I'm just going to do this pretty quick. I've made a Pulk Sled in an emergency and it ended up lasting us out when I was younger. It lasted us for about 5 years, and I actually made it a little rougher than this one and it worked. So I know that I'm just going to be pulling my hot tent or gear and stuff like that, so I don't need it to be like super duper heavy duty. So try to get in camera shot here a little better. So once I have this end here, I'm going to go ahead and pull it, and I want to knot it on itself just so I can stick the connection point through here like that. And then I'll put just a little carabiner on there, right? And now that this is going through here, see, this is where I'll be pivoting at. So then I'm going to take this, and I'm only going to give myself, you know, just about that much play. It's about 2 fingers. I'm not really going to measure it. I'm going to fold it over like a loop. You see that? Once I fold it over like a loop, make sure that I am fairly snug on this side. I'm going to give myself a knot, right? Then I'm going to pull it down nice and tight. I'm going to come right down to the next one. Pull it tight, and now I'm going to make another loop. Better make that a little bit taller. I kind of want them to be roughly the same, don't I? See, I'm working my way down here. And I'll come on down to the next one. So I'll pull that nice and tight, grab this bad boy like that. Know how much roughly I want for my loop. Pull it tight, pull it around. Pull this snug under here, push it through. You can use grommets in these if you want. I'm not going to use grommets, I don't really feel the need to. Like I said, I know what I'm going to be carrying in here, so. I almost went a little long there, didn't I? So the whole time I'm pulling this, I'm making sure I keep this backside right here, under here, nice and tight. So that way I have good support on my sled, because when I pull it, I'm not actually pulling here, I'm pulling on this rope underneath here, and that's where I want all the weight at. So I pull that nice and tight, and I keep that tension under here while I'm tying it. I've even seen where people just do this and then they just end up running another carabiner through there, and then that's their connection point. But that's just a different another style. I'm just not doing it like that. I wanted to do another loop system like this because I like tying off on these little lashes. They're fun to do. So I have all this extra rope here that I can get rid of now. But just so I don't waste any, I'll find this other end over here and I'll pass it all through my PVC. And then we'll tie it off and I'll show you guys what that looks like when I'm done here. Ooh, I've got control of it. Alright, so that's really it. I went ahead and put my bungee straps on here. Only I wanted to use. Now, if my gear is smaller or a little bit taller, I do have some really nice seat to summit straps that I could put on there and pull tight, but this is really what I wanted. I wanted these loops here. For me, this gives me a lot of different attachment point options, and I don't really have a lot of heavy gear per se, so my hot tent, my stove will probably go here, our hot tent will go there, sleeping bags, it'll bulk up really quick, and then we'll probably just still wear our 35 to 30 liter backpacks on ourselves. This will hook onto the pack, we'll be able to hike in just about anywhere we want, but we won't have to worry about lugging the stove and lugging the hot tent, which, you know, is fairly good size. So I know this is a quick video on Pulk Sled. It's not winter time, but I figured I'd throw this video out here since I did need to get this project done and get it hung up into the shop. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming along and watching how to make a Pulk Sled in the summer. I appreciate it. Take care. And if you see that bell on the side there, please hit that notification. It really helps me out, helps my family out. And you'll get to see all our fun videos whenever we come out with them. I got a really cool one coming up real soon. Take care.